Hello learners, welcome to next presentation on inhalation route and local route of drug administration. After going through this video, students should be able to explain inhalation route of drug administration, explain local route of drug administration, understand and apply the techniques of drug administration by inhalation and local route, and discuss the advantages and disadvantages of inhalation and local route of drug administration. Let us first discuss the inhalation route. Drugs in form of a vapor or fine droplets can be inhaled through the lungs in case of inhalation route. Here, drugs are administered by inhalation route are administered for the local effect on respiratory system as well as for the systemic effect also. Drugs administered in form of a vapor or fine droplets by the specific apparatus like aerosols, nebulizers or metered dose inhaler. As after administration of a drug, it goes through the trachea, bronchi, bronchioles and finally reach into the lung and within the alveoli. As it reaches in the lung, it gives the large surface area. So absorption by this route is fast and quick and produces quick onset of action. Generally, number of drugs are administered by inhalation route like volatile general anesthetics. Bronchodilators like salbutamol or isoprenaline is administered in asthmatic attack which terminate the attack, and anti-anginal drug like glyceryl trinitrate is also given by the inhalation route in attack of a angina. Now discuss the advantages of inhalation route. This route is a quick and a rapid absorption, hence useful in emergency cases. In case of inhalation route, we can control the administration and make the possible adjustment with the dose of a drug. As drug is directly reaches into the systemic circulation, there is a no first pass effect. Disadvantages of inhalation route. As if drugs are irritant, their irritant vapors causes inflammation and increases secretion of respiratory tract, which may lead to the inconvenience. As drug from the lungs reaches in the heart via the pulmonary vein, that having those drugs are toxic, they are having the chances on the heart, that is produces cardiac toxicity. Now we will see the about local route of drug administration. What is the meaning of local route? As name indicate, here drug produces effect in limited area where a drug is applied is called as the local route of a drug administration. Drugs are administered at the site where we require the action, and drug can be used only for localized region at accessible means reachable sites. Reachable site means where drug can reach, for example skin, mucous membrane of mouth, pharynx, mucous membrane of nose, ear, mucous membrane of vagina, etc. etc. These are the reachable site where drug produces localized effect. By this route, higher concentration are attained at the localized site or where effect is expected, that is a desired site, without exposing the rest of the body parts. Systemic absorption is minimal by this route or also absence, as drug produces the localized effect. There are chances of systemic absorption is low or even absence, and hence side effect and adverse effect is also minimal or no side effects. Now we will see the types of a local route. Local routes are three types. First one, topical route. Second one, administration of drug at a deeper site. And third one is the arterial supply of a drug, that is intra-artericular injections. First discuss about the topical route. As name indicate, topical, its meaning is that drug is applied on the top, that is on the surface. For example, external application of a drug in case of topical route to the surface of skin, the surface of mucous membranes of a mouth, ear, nose, etc. And drug applied by the topical route is used for the only localized effect. Topical route, which type of a dosage forms are used for the topical route of drug administration? If we expect the application on the skin, the drug should be available in form of ointment, cream, paste, lotion, powder and spray. These, and if it expected to produce effect, local topical effect on the mucous membrane for mouth and pharynx, the drug should be available in form of a pens, lozenges, washes and gargles. When we need the effect on the eye, ear and nose, generally drug should be available in form of a drops, spray and ointments. And if we expect the effect on vagina, the drug should be available in a dosage forms like pessaries, vaginal tablet and douches. And if we need the effect on the anal canal, that is in rectum, drug should be administered in form of a suppositories. Now we will discuss the advantage of topical route. This topical route is easy and most convenient route because administration by this route is very easy. No need of a assistance or the other person. So it is a most convenient route of administration. High concentration is produced at the desired site. And when we need the prolonged effect, this route is useful. By this route, there is no chances of systemic absorption or decreases the possibility of systemic absorption, and automatically there is a less side effect. Disadvantage, if drugs are administered in form of a watery solution or water form and applied on the mucous membrane, sometimes there are chances of absorbing blood and then produces undesirable toxic effects or side effect. But it is only in case of the drugs in form of watery form and applied on the mucous membrane. Next type of a local route is the administration of a drug into deeper tissues. Here we can incorporate a drug in certain deep areas by using syringe and needle. Syringe and needle means injection route, that is from parenteral route. And but though we are using here syringe and needle, but it does not produce a systemic effect. Administration by this route, it produces to achieve the only local effect. For example, intra-artericular injection of hydrocortisone acetate in treatment of arthritis. Intra-artericular injection means injection given within the joints. And here only effect is expected within the joint and not other parts of the body, rest parts of the body. And hence desired effect is produced, the higher concentration achieved within only in the joints. And hence example is mentioned here, hydrocortisone acetate given in treatment of arthritis. Arthritis means inflammation of a joint, and this injection produces anti-inflammatory effect only within the joint and not on the other body parts. Second example, intrathecal injection. Intrathecal means injection given within the subarachnoid space. Subarachnoid space means space between the arachnoid matter and pia matter of the meninges. Meninges means covering of brain and spinal cord. It having three meninges like pia mater, arachnoid matter and dura mater. Space between these first two, pia mater and arachnoid matter, is called as subarachnoid matter, and injection within this is called as intrathecal injection. Here mentioned the injection of amphotericin B in treatment of meningitis. On meningitis, we need the localized effect, that is achieve the concentration within the only meninges and not other body parts get affected. Next route from local route is the arterial supply, means intra-arterial injection. Here, drug is injected to the specific artery which is supplied to organ where effect is desired. Though we are injecting drug within the artery, that is within the systemic circulation, but this effect is observed on that particular organ which is supplied by that artery, and if there is a no or minimal absorption within the systemic circulation. Example, use of contrast media in angiography. Angiography, here in case of angiography, drug is administered within the artery and the effect is observed on the particular organ. Second example is the use of anti-cancer drugs. Generally, anti-cancer drug infused in femoral or brachial artery in treatment of a cancer of a limb, either upper limb or lower limb. Here, anti-cancer drugs are infused within that respective arteries, femoral or brachial artery. So, this is about the intra-artericular injection or arterial supply. Now, time to summarize. In this session, we have discussed about the what is the inhalation route, technique of drug administration by inhalation route, advantages and disadvantages of inhalation route, and also studied about the what is the local route, its types, technique of administration by different local routes, and advantages and disadvantages of a local route. Thank you. Thank you for patience listening.